Social media, it is a necessary evil, isn't it? It's one of those things that you can't get away from. And you might even be feeling like it's a waste of time these days because you're doing all this work. For some reason, you might not be getting the result that you'd like. And if you're frustrated because you're getting a bunch of likes and comments, maybe you're even not getting a bunch of likes and comments, and none of those likes or comments are turning into sales, I want to encourage you to watch this video. Today, I'm going to share with you a very simple strategy to help you turn likes and comments on your social media posts, no matter what platform you're on, into sales without being cheesy or sleazy or anything weird. So let's do this. Hey there, I'm Tracy Matthews. I'm the Chief Visionary Officer over here at Flourish and Thrive Academy. And I like to help designers like you, jewelry makers and designers, train their customers to buy from them online using something that I call the Desire Brand Effect, which is our methodology that I created over here that is helping thousands of brands get consistent sales, create financial freedom and financial security for themselves and their family. And if you like what you're hearing today and you know someone who is also frustrated with social and is not really sure how to make that change, tag them in the comments below and or hit that little share button below this video and share it with them in a messenger message or in a group or wherever you're chatting with your friends. Just send it directly to them. Anyway, I wanted to do this because before I dive in, I would love to get a show of hands. You could just comment in there or drop a heart in the comments below, whatever you want, or a thumbs up, whatever works for you. If you're frustrated because you aren't getting as many sales as you like, and you're doing all this work creating content on social platforms, but it doesn't seem to translate into sales ever. At least you're not seeing that. Or maybe it sometimes does, but you're not getting the kind of traction that you would actually like. So give me a heart or a thumbs up or something. Just comment below so I know that this conversation is actually something you're interested in. Well, here's the thing. I totally get how frustrating that is. I speak with students all the time and they're tired and frustrated by the exact same thing. And in fact, a lot of times when people come to us, they do a lot of stuff to try and get exposure for their business. Sometimes the things worked at a certain point, but for whatever reason, it's not working anymore and they need to shift their strategy. They need to figure out how to actually create that connection with their clients. Now, I was speaking with another client of ours who took a bunch of our programs, Erin Hendrickson. In fact, she took a program of ours called the Train Your Customers Workshop for the last 2 years. And something really amazing happened. She was in the same place as you. She was really frustrated because she was doing all this work on social media. She's doing all this stuff where she thought she was doing what you needed to do to actually make sales online. She was frustrated because most of her, I would say 95% of her business came from selling at shows on the beach all summer long. And it was frustrating because she never had a summer vacation. She was only busy with selling her jewelry for a little short period of time during the year. And it wasn't a sustainable business model. And she was burning out like crazy. So she worked with us. And over the course of 2 years, something amazing happened. Her online sales grow 400%. And now her online sales account for over 20% of her overall sales. She still loves the in-person stuff. But the cool part about this is because of what she learned, and part of it is a strategy here, she was able to take a summer vacation last year, and 20% of her sales are now online sales instead of only less than 5%, which is super, super cool. And the best part about it is that when COVID hit last year, her business actually thrived instead of tanked. And this strategy was one of the strategies that she used to actually help her business continue growing. So I hope you're going to like this. Because the best part about this is that this social strategies has worked for hundreds of designers to help them train their customers to buy from them online too. So if you want to train your customers to buy from you online, make sure that you watch this video and stay till the end because I got something special for you. Anyway, this can also be used to transition anyone that you like into an online customer and also develop a long-term relationship with these people so that when you're posting on social, they're going to be the first people that actually react to your post. Is that cool? Give me a heart, thumbs up, or like something in the comments below so that I know that you're with me. And also, if you want to share who's watching this video, please share your name and your business in the comments below because I like talking to people, not just myself. Let me take a sip here and we'll get going. So I want to ask you before I kind of dive in, like if you got a compliment or comment on a social media post, what would you do? What's your strategy? So just tell me in the comments below, because I really want to know. I'm going to read them out later. What do you do? Do you do anything? Do you respond with an emoji? Do you have a comment, or what do you do? So as you're kind of commenting in the comments below, telling me what you do when someone comments or likes your video, I'm going to tell you how to actually transition that into a customer. I'm actually going to also try to share my screen here. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to share a strategy later. So you're going to actually really want to see this. It's a real strategy that worked in action. So the first step of this is when you're posting on social media, you need to make sure that whatever captions you're writing, they inspire someone to actually comment on the piece. Now, you've heard me say this. You've probably heard a lot of other people say this before. You need a strong CTA or call to action on everything that you do, right? And it needs to be something that they actually see. So if you're writing these long posts, you need to make sure that the call to action is closer to the top oftentimes, because sometimes people just, if it's buried, they're not going to know what to do next. The reason why the call to action is so important, because this is the key to starting a conversation with people. And you might notice that some of the things that you post that are beautifully photographed, they might just organically get comments on it. People might say, beautiful, oh, I love it, or whatever it is. But then other things that you post might not get comments. And so you want to make sure that you have a strong call to action almost every single time. I'll give you a break, like maybe once in a while you just want to whip something out there. You don't always have to, but if you want to make more sales, strong call to action. So here's an example. Let's say you're posting a piece about, like, let's say you have Herkimer diamond earrings. Do you guys know what Herkimer diamonds are? They're like quartz crystals that kind of are really clean stones, so that people call them diamonds because they're super clean. Well, anyway, so maybe the post would say something like this. Ooh, I'm so excited because I'm launching these new Herkimer diamond earrings this week. Call to action phrase. What would you wear them with? That's what you say. Then you add your hashtags, whatever you're going to do, and maybe some emojis on that post. And you have a really beautiful picture of your Herkimer diamond earrings, and you post it on social during the most engaging time when people are actually watching and looking for your content. Step 2 of this. So step 2 is that you want to respond authentically on every single comment. So let's say they respond and they say, oh, I'd wear that with a cute jeans and a top, or whatever. Or maybe someone says, oh, I wear that with my LBD, little black dress. Or, oh, I'd wear that with my summer sandals and a white dress, whatever they say. And then you respond to them, not a heart or emoji or a thanks or whatever, not just liking the comments. You need to respond to every single comment. You would say something like, ooh, I love that idea. I'd actually wear it with blank, or whatever you would. So maybe you would say, I was even to the gym or out on a date night with like my fancy outfit. The reason you do this is because start a back and forth conversation. Do you see how this can work? Give me a heck yes or a no. Okay, so Danielle, a couple people are saying, I like and comment back. Oh, Patrice is saying that she thanks them and sends them a link for the item. Ooh, Patrice, we got to talk about this, why that's a bad idea. You're being a little too pushy there. Unless it's working, more than likely, it's going to probably be a little too pushy. And I want to address Patrice's strategy in a minute. So Patrice, stay to the end, because I think this is going to be helpful for you. Step 3 of this. So step 1, write a caption with a strong call to action to comment something about that earring. Step 2, authentically comment back, respond to their comment with an authentic comment back. You can use emojis, but the emoji is not the response. Does that make sense? Step number 3 is to slide authentically into their direct messages to develop a relationship. So here's kind of how I would do it. Let's see if my screen share works. Let me see, share my screen, application window. Here we go. I'm going to bring this here. Can you guys see? Give me a heck yes if you can see this slide. Let's see if this will work. Okay, so basically on here, I'm going to actually pull it up for myself so I can see it, because I can't really see what is on the screen here. So what I would do is, if we started this conversation in the comments, I would slide into their DMs and I would tell them in the comment response and say, hey, I'm just going to take this to DMs real quickly. Check your DMs or your other folder just in case. I would say something along these lines. Thank you so much for commenting on my post. What did you love about that ring or the earrings? This is something else that I created for a different type of strategy. But you can see how this is how you create an authentic relationship with someone. The person responds back, oh, I just love how delicate it is, and I love the rose cut diamonds. And then you respond back, yeah, me too. That's why I use a lot of them in my engagement rings. Where are you located? The person responds back, we live in Austin. So this is an example of something that I actually did with a client for an engagement ring, but you can see how this would work. There's lots of startups here. My boyfriend and I moved here a few years ago. We live in Austin. Okay, cool. Oh wait, sorry. You'll have to fill me in on the best places to eat because I'm heading there soon. Oh, for sure. Hit me up when you're coming to town next. I'll share your profile with my boyfriend because we're talking about ring shopping and I really want something unique. Oh, cool. I'd be happy to give him a few hints if you'd like. Then they respond back. Oh yeah, let me bring this up to him later. He could use some help. Happy to help in any way. Let me know if you want me to give him my number. So do you see how that was just a natural conversation starter? So if we were going to use this as an example, let's say for this Herkimer diamond earring set, you could slide into the DMs like, hey, Sally, I see that you commented. Thanks so much for commenting on the post about the Herkimer diamond earrings. Oh my gosh, it would look so good on you. I love the outfit that you chose. I'd love to know what you like about those earrings. Is that the stuff you wear or whatever it might be? They'll respond back something and then you just keep responding back. You're not going to go and pitch them. If you aren't sure what to say to try and close the sale, you would say something like, yeah, totally. I only have a couple of these pieces left. So if you're interested in learning more about them, I'm happy to share the link. Let me know if you'd like me to send the link along. So Patrice said to thank them and share a link to the item right away. Well, the reason why this is a bad idea to immediately send someone a link when they have not asked for it is that you need buy-in when you're actually training people to buy from you online. If you aren't getting buy-in and they aren't aware that you're actually trying to sell them, they're just like a fan of your product, then it ends up being spammy, cheesy, sleazy, pushy, whatever. And what we're trying to do is to create an authentic connection. Some of the people who comment on your social media posts will never, ever buy from you. And that's okay. Totally okay. You can be okay with that. But on the other side, there are a lot of people that just need to know that you're a trustworthy brand, that you're someone that they like, and that they'd want to invest money in the stuff that you design. And that starts by creating an authentic connection with those people, right? It's not about pushing something at them. It's about creating an authentic connection and taking it to the next level. Does that make sense? Give me a heck yes in the comments below if you're following me, because I would love to know if this was helpful or not. So anyway, the next time that you post on social, I would love to remind you, make sure that your caption has a strong call to action to get them to comment on the post. Ask them a very simple question that would take 2 seconds to answer. Nothing involved or intricate, something that like literally no brainer, 2 seconds to answer. Step number 2, authentically comment back with a real message. And then if you're going to take me up on step number 3 and slide into their DMs, you don't have to do this with everyone, but you can go back and forth a little bit. Slide into their DMs. You would say like the response on that comment would say, hey, I'm going to shoot you a direct message or a DM. Check your direct messages. You send them a message. You wait for them to send back. You do not push your products on them. You start an authentic conversation about what you're doing, right? Does this make sense? Give me a heck yes in the comments below if it makes sense. So here's the thing. We have this workshop that comes around only once a year. And if you'd like to learn more about how to easily do stuff like this in email, in direct message, and a bunch of other strategies to train your customers to buy from you online and get great results like Erin did. She went from 5% to 20% online sales. Her online, that were a significant portion of her business. So if you're taking the piece of the pie, 100%, she went from 5 to 20% using these train your customers methodology. So now she has a much more leveraged business model. Her online sales are increased by 400%, but her overall sales doubled using this methodology. And if you want results like that, I'm going to share a couple of other results too. Then I have a special invitation for you. In 2 weeks, we get started on one of the best workshops that we do, or one of the best things that we do over here at Flourish and Thrive. It's so in demand that we actually retired it last year. It was the last year that we were going to do it. And we brought it back by popular demand. Our team was begging for it. They loved it. We got students asking when we were going to run the TYC again. So we decided to bring it back to you. And we're getting started on April 5th. So if you're someone who would like to add another $2,000 to $5,000 a month to your online sales. You're ready to take action now, and you want to get those sales increases over the next 2 to 3 months. This is a 12-week workshop, and it's designed to help move you into action so that you're getting immediate sales and you're in a place where you're ready to invest in your business because you want to get those fast results. Well, listen to this. It's backed by popular demand for a very good reason. Type the word TYC in the comments below, and I'm going to share with you in Facebook Messenger a little bit more about this program. But before I do, I want to actually share with you results. Now, I mentioned Erin's results. Her online sales are up 400%. Her overall sales are double from 2 years ago when she started working with us. And her online sales now account for 20% of her sales. She loves doing the in-person events, but this program actually saved her business last year. She would have tanked during COVID had not. And her business she only makes money from her jewelry business. She doesn't have income any other places. Mela, who also has a Bexon Design, also had a very strong very strong in-person show business. Like that's how her and her sister make most of their money. And I've known Mela for a long time. She's been in many of our programs. Let's just say, the online stuff was really a challenge to her. She's a little bit older. She's closer to my age, and she never kind of really adapted to selling online. And so she came back to us asking for help. She joined the TYC. In that period of time, over that 2 to 3 week period, her sales went up from 5%. Her online sales used to be 5% of her total sales. Now they are 25% of her total sales. Cindy had a 177% increase in online sales after taking the program. And Christina was 6 months pregnant when she took the program the first time we did it and brought it to life. She was only averaging about 3 sales a month. And in 2 months, she was getting 20 sales a month on her website. This is how this program works. And it has like this compounding effect over time, so that every single month, if you use the strategies we teach you, your sales will increase. So if you've been struggling to get daily online sales, let us help you train your customers to buy from you online over the next 2 to 3 months. All you have to do is comment TYC below if you're here on Facebook. My team is also going to be scouring the comments in other places, or you can head on over to flourishthriveacademy.com/TYC, click that link, and head on over and apply today. So this is an application program at the moment. We do this for a very specific reason, is we want to make sure that you're ready. The requirements to join us for this program is that you need a website that is set up to sell e-commerce on your website. You can also if you have a custom business, that also works, but you need a website that you can sell on. You need to have some revenue coming into your business. You can't be like have a business with no sales. So typically most of the people who come to us in this program have sales offline. So they're selling in shows or other places, and they're trying to get more of those sales to come in from online channels. And they are committed to investing in themselves and ready to kind of do the work that it takes and implement in real time over the next 12 weeks to get another $2,000 to $5,000 a month of top line revenue using online sales methods. So if any of those things sound like you, then type TYC only in the comments below, and we'll send you a link in direct message, or you can head on over to flourishthriveacademy.com/TYC and check out that page and fill out the application. That's all from me today. Thank you so much for joining me today. Once again, if you know someone who would like to learn more about how to train their customers to buy from them online, but also to master the art of turning likes and comments into sales, make sure that you share this video with them, because we know that the strategy works. We have the case studies to prove it. Thanks so much for watching today. This is Tracy. I'm signing off. If you missed any of this, join me on Instagram. I'm about to pop on over there and do a live in about 5 minutes over there. So I'll see you on Instagram soon. Ciao, ciao.